Alright, welcome to part 2 of the video walkthrough for the Robbing of Rem Rasul. So last time we just got through an RPG battle and we've proceeded to this screen. And basically we had discovered there was a warehouse belonging to a man named Dibney that contains some materials that we're trying to track, including this Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School VHS tape. So for this segment, there's this little lock here. And actually for this, it's probably easier to do it without the sound. I put an option there, both to make things easier and as a bit of a hint. Because as you turn these little wheels, there's a little clicking sound. But one of the numbers has a slightly different sound to it. So the trick here is to go through and find that odd man out, and that, there we go. And that indicates the combination. Then you just pull up on the shackle.
Good.
And there you have it. For this segment, this is sort of a stealth segment, as the music might indicate. And if you get seen by the guards, they'll try shooting at you. If you manage to get out of their line of sight, then they sort of go back to their patrol pattern. But you don't have any way of attacking or anything like that. So the main thing here is to get out. Whoa, I forgot about that. Get out of the way of the guards, and then if you stand in front of those things, then you get lasered. Whoops! Whoa! Shoot! I think. Whoops. Okay. Well, let's try this again. This time with less dying. So we go around here, and then you want to go to the left here. Grab that key. And then here, go past him. And then here, you sort of go between those two guards. And then go up here. And go straight past these guards. In this segment, you want to go like halfway across, and those will keep doing that. And now they're kind of like offset, but you can time your thing, and then there's the door. Now we finally see who's behind all this, but it turns out it was a trap. Get blown up. But he's just fine, mostly. So he's kind of bloodied up, but that's fine. And then we pick up this little note. Actually, I don't know how legible that is, but the note was taken, the text for that note was taken from The Simpsons. It says, always do the opposite of what Bart says. And the one from the very first level, too, is actually cut and compressed from The Simpsons. I think it was like the postcard that Homer sent to Marge, where he was drunk and talking about pretzels. But anyway, we'll pick this up. And basically it says that Alf and Zed, the guys that were planning the shipment, tried to blow you up, but then the guy saved you. And it turns out it's the guy from the bar, bartender Tracy, and he's given us this lovely bag of apples. So for this segment, you've got your bag of apples, and you can launch them at your foes like that. So let's just run through. The blue guys you don't have to worry about. The yellow guys are a little more aggressive. And the red guys shoot at you. But not too big a deal. Whoa! I forgot There we go. Forgot that that guy was there. And I was going to say that you have a health meter in the upper left-hand corner, but we haven't gotten hit so far. So it's immaterial. Okay, so once you get to this bridge, see there's a guy named Zed there? If you get too close, he'll drop you into a pit, so you just kill him with the apple.
Zed's dead, baby.
So Zed's dead. It turns out he has a ticket to a cruise ship, and so that's likely where this deal is happening. And so amongst this very tense music, which I stole from Metroid, you have to forge his signature on this little ticket. If you try to put it in without writing anything, it rejects it. So Z Beta, international waters, etc. So we'll just put in Z. Good enough. And good enough. So now this is like a 3D maze segment where you're on the ship. And there's a few things. I'm gonna just skip most of this. Well, first, the way to get out is you go down this way, and you'll see that there's a guy named Alf there. So that's Alf Beta and his brother Zed Beta. It's a stupid joke, I know, but
Get out of the way!
Won't get out of the way. And even if you try to get past him politely, he won't let you past. So what you'll want to do is go to the other end of the ship. You got this bell to pick up. And then go... Oops. Oh, I got turned around by accident. Okay. So this is near the start again, and if you go down the left path, it's this goose, or swan, rather. Get its feather. And then go to the right-hand side of this part. The giant nose sticking out of the wall. It's a pretty weird ship. So you use the feather to tickle its nose, it sneezes, you take the rock. And if you had seen it earlier, you notice there was a little break glass thing here. So now we take the little sword. And I think you know where this is going. So now Alf's dead. And we're done. So now we've found the safe. And this is basically just a little game of Simon that we're doing here. And you can also turn off the music if you want, but it doesn't really matter as much for this segment. There we go. And I think it goes for a 10 count. So right now we're on 6, 7. If you mess up, it uses the same combination, but you have to go through the sequence again. So it's kind of annoying. 8. Well, that makes it easy. Alright, so we've opened up the safe, and it turns out that it's full of gems, and there's no tape to be found. Here is the actual mastermind behind it all, Carlos Kopek, who apparently has a history with Rasul. So, the Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School has been mailed out of the country, so it's keeping Rasul distracted, essentially, from this jewel case. So now it's time for a boss fight. So this is actually fairly straightforward. You just shoot him as he appears at the doors and avoid the bombs. Every time you shoot him, he gets a little faster. Whoops. You're still in his invincibility frames. Eventually he gets to the point where he's too fast to really shoot on time. So you just try your best, and eventually he'll show up at a door. Ow. There we go. And he just blew everything up. So now it's, oh, the escape sequence. So there's water rising there. There's also these blocks that fall from the ceiling. So you can't swim, so if you fall in the water, you drown. So it's best to go as fast as you can through here. And up here you do a little duck maneuver. Shoot. Just keep jumping, get a lot of distance between you and the water. And then that is a successful escape. And now we've made it to the end of the game. So yeah, so Rasul solved the case, the caper with the gems. He also got his tape back, and here it is in all its glory. And then it rolled the credits. So yeah, so that was the Robbing of Rem Rasul. A proper B game with like an overarching plot to it, which is nice. As the credits state, in many different areas, a lot of this stuff was stolen from other sources. Obviously the Ghoul School footage, but a lot of the sprite work, the music, and the sound effects were taken from different games and things. I'm sure you probably recognize a lot of the soundtracks from old Nintendo games, things like that. And then some special thanks, of course, for playing and everything. Yeah, that's the end. So again, I sort of made the segments look easy because I played it a whole bunch. I think there's a decent amount of challenge in the main sections. Some of them obviously you can just sort of step through without any problem, but overall I'd say it's worth taking a look. So please feel free to download the game. I'll kick us back to the title screen here. But yeah, feel free to download it from my itch.io. I'll put the link in the description here too. And yeah, we'll see what else comes of it. So until the next video, I'll see you guys later.